The library will be closed on my birthday. I'm seeking the death penalty for everyone that stays in my home, so I'll let them show everyone that steals my vehicle. Everyone that gets stolen. So many people come for didn't he introduce me to these people every time I was a significant other say he's gonna help them be at places where I'm at. So when I see them, I go, oh no, I could have been with, oh no, I could have been with Anthony Capistrano. Oh no, I could have been at H&M later. I want to cook for myself and Jaden and Jaylani. I want to dance at Garden next week. I want to watch TV. I'm gonna cook for myself later. What else do I want to do? You can give me money in person through PayPal. It's AR Blue Sky Designs Co. En lo que estoy pensando, straight to my heart, Arlene Lorenzo Art. Shop INTAYIAFAY. I am Tire Shop. My GoFundMe campaign is gofundme.com/f/Arlene-Lorenzo- Did I say that right? GoFundMe.com/f/ yeah, Arlene-Lorenzo. So what he's doing is like compare yourselves. You have something last night, you have health issues, these things. I'm gonna talk to them. And they're gonna be like, no, I've never had an hospital visit. He pays me for everything with the money that you have that he steals from you. And I've never even suffered from starvation, Nana. He's deplorable. Él es un asco. He's trying to kill me. Trying to get himself out of a wedding that I didn't even propose to him. He's stupid. Stupid. You can decapitate me. How many Suarez sons that rape me, that steal my money, that get in the way of me receiving money, they steal my personal homes and my vehicles. Trying to rape me, trying to put me in a wheelchair so that people bait me and I feel raped. Trying to traffic me into my dad's home. Now that he's killed Gloria Nirsa, for him to disrespect my dad and I and rape me there. He's deplorable. He's disgusting. Yeah. Is he in jail like permanently? And I don't know about it. When does the library open? In 7 minutes. I have food that I brought for myself. What else? Anyways, the library will be closed on my birthday. Benjamin suggested this decades ago to the government so that there's a distinction of me being me. Not that I ended slavery, but I'm a huge promoter of slavery, ended like a long time ago. I don't get people's stupidity sometimes. So, just to differentiate, because there's so many people that, including his sons, want to try to pretend that they're me. It's like, oh, let's give like some sort of importance to June 19 that isn't entirely directed to Arlene, so that Arlene can just go on to make a name for herself against Andrew and Albert and Anthony Capistrano and Alex hiring illegal prostitutes and then pretending that they're also like Arlene trying to unlock coronavirus. It's like they're trying to There, it's like if they're Coca-Cola trying to be Anheuser-Busch. They're stupid. They're stupid. I'm bored. Anyways, the library will open in 5 minutes. I'll be here working until 8 today. It's Tuesday. What else? I need a vehicle. I saw he's gifting me money today. 7 people are watching. 0 like this post. I'm bored. Oh, I'm bored. I miss it. I miss people. When I'm financially stable, I plan to travel the planet, meet people, ideally polyamorous men. I'm excited about that. Oh, this place feels so good. This place feels so good. What else? There's Wi-Fi in the parking lot. There's Wi-Fi in the parking lot. Who's gifting me money today? I'm sending my GoFundMe campaign to people through Instagram and email, possibly later. So he trafficked people into Nordstrom, Kayla Barnes, Sarah Francis, Berenice Venegas. What's the other one? Jamie, Christy Martinez trying to rape me. Into Gap, he trafficked that Tracy girl, Isaac, Berlin, who I'm seeking the death penalty for all of them. When I worked at City, because Edgar was there, one of my cousins, I think, had worked there. I lived like right next to it, almost at those Pinnacle View apartments. So I'm like, this is good. It's like refreshing. I could just be talking to some people on the phone as a hobby and then just shop and do my thing until I'm ready to have babies with Edgar. So he trafficked a ton of leeches there. Sunset Stanley, Asquerosidad, Daniel Briggs, Que Puerca, Erica Gardapi, and they play pretend, possibly these people too behind the scenes. The sexual energy was so amazing while Arlene was there. While they steal my money, while they get in the way of me receiving money, while they steal my homes, while they steal my vehicles. He's deplorable. So he wants to try to give me the impression that I refuse to be in a relationship with him. He was going to take me hostage for every day. Yo no iba a poder ni ir al baño tranquila, parece, fo. Ew, then I would have had like someone that he knows and stood next to me, reminding me of his presence. He had no presence. And no existe para mí. I only mention it because I'm tagging the FBI in this post. NATO, the International Criminal Court, the Interpol, maybe the U.S. Army, and trying to coordinate the death penalty for at least thousands of people. Hundreds of them alone are in my family of origin. What? This breeze feels so good. Anyways, I'm seeking the death penalty for Erica Gardapi. I'm seeking the death penalty for Sunset Stanley. You thought that they can befriend me and I will stop seeking the death penalty for them. They're deplorable, so gross. I'm seeking the death penalty for Donald Briggs. I'm seeking the death penalty for Johnny Porter. I'm seeking the death penalty for Jenna Egbert. I'm seeking the death penalty for Berlin Jean and that Tracy girl and Isaac. And that Jamie girl and Christy Martinez and Sarah Francis and Berenice Venegas and Rebecca Washington. They're all trying to rape me. They're so gross. And they're trying to teach me what being an illegal prostitute is or a woman is. They're stupid. They're stupid. What else? This breeze feels so good. It's opening. Literally, that's what I said at Buc-ee's one day. I got sunflower seeds. I love the ranch ones. And a Twix. What else? There's some other stuff that I always look at. But I didn't get. think Jada and Kehlani have gotten like Instagram snaps. I can't remember. What else? I'm bored. Where shall I sit? Oh, they play the behind the scenes. Where shall I sit? Y se quitan el pantalón y cogen pene. Y mucha gente demasiada se saca el pene o la vagina. I've heard. I don't attend such thing. And then they start fighting amongst each other. That's too many people. She's only one person. Ew, they're worse than an adult daycare. I completed some of a puzzle in my apartment. Forgot about my stuff. What else? With nothing to do, no food, no electricity, no energy to clean my apartment just yet. Who's the day to die? Este creo que es muy estúpido. I'm gonna be like, well, he's like brought food for I go to 3 hours today. And then that's how he's gonna rape me or turn me into a legal prostitute. Bruto, he doesn't understand that one is one's own best friend. That I don't find it amusing. Mostly hangs out with. That isn't my best friend. Que se lo mama. Like he's trying to imagine. Ew, because I reject him. That's possibly what he plays into his own head. That's just her best friend, because la mama introduced them. So that counts as the best friend, doesn't it? El tipo es un puerco, es lo peor. He wants to destroy my taste, so when I start dating, there's proof that I did in my life. Es un asqueroso. Ew, 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 ew. The person that I date is just gonna see my teeth implants, no Andrew's face on them. They're disgusting. These people were guests at orgies when I was little, and they trying to take me hostage. They're disgusting. People that people would be saying, oh, you're going through someone relatable para violarla y violarlo. He's a sex addict, he's a porn addict, so he's always looking for someone to rape. He's disgusting. Where did I place this one? Ese cree que la gente bruta. He's at a dumb level. Yeah, okay, he thinks that narcissistic. He thinks that everyone around him is dumb and he's the smartest guy. So it's like, if I bully Arlene, then people are gonna show up to her rescue. This made one announcement decades ago. Like, don't fall for that shit. He's trying to look for a scapegoat, kill me, when he's the one that wants to kill me. Or people to go to jail for bullying on the internet when that doesn't exist. What else? I'm bored. So a giant, if he's a loser masturbating, thinking that I'm friends with his friends, I'm just here seeking the death penalty for him. It's disgusting. Thank you, FBI, for being on Facebook. That I can tag you. He's gonna kill himself. He needs to, like today. What else? This was from yesterday. Currently eating a yogurt and drinking water. I posted on Facebook earlier. They've killed millions of people doing that. They're embarrassing. Do they kind of want the baby daddy supports her and doesn't make her look like a real prostitute like I asked him to, so that he goes to jail instead of me? He thinks he's a toddler that covers his eyes and people doesn't see him. He's that dumb. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Who's gifting me money today? Who's gifting me money today? What else? 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 I missed it. I missed it. I took this picture earlier. Anyways, there's no electricity in my apartment. Who's gifting me money? Who's gifting me money today? Oh, he's asked them to steal my backpack from me or my laptop. I mean, like, but baby, you're more worthy of that laptop than her. Is the Cuero Girl, so that's what he does? Or it's just a coincidence that they're here? He stalks me through other people, I've heard. He possibly raped those people. Or he's like, oh, she's a regular in the library, I'm gonna make her. And then she'll run into Arlene. Possibly. That's why I don't talk to them either. They could have been already regulars at the library that he profiled and raped. And then wants to make me think that those are his women. And he's not a man. I have women. What else? 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 Who's gifting me money today? Who's gifting me money today? Okay, I'm turning on password. Oh, that's so weird. Is there like what was that? Page not open. Anyways, who's gifting me money? So he's trying to give the impression that I'm a toddler. He even got in the way of me having Jada and Kaylani. Because I felt attracted to them during an orgy, so they're like, she's mine. There, she's stuck right here. Like, I found this pen that he's kept for the rest of his life. He's dumb and stupid. He's stupid. I'm bored. Who's gifting me money today? I just didn't have money. I need to read this later. I posted this yesterday. What else? I wrote this earlier. What else? What else? What else? What else? I missed data. I missed hanging on me. Who's gifting me money today? Who's gifting me money today? These people are so disgusting because she's an illegal prostitute. I say I want to watch TV today. And she's like, that's for lazy people. She's disgusting. She's deplorable. Disgusting. You can decapitate Jennifer Bonilla sa tiba una puerca. You can decapitate Benjamin Sarasar. It's the sons that rape me, that steal my money, that get in the way of me receiving money, that steal my vehicles, that get in the way of me receiving money. Who's gifting me money today? They're trying to traffic me into my dad's home to rape me there, to disrespect my dad and disrespect me. They killed Gloria Nirsa trying to rape me. They killed Gloria Nirsa in retaliation. Or to my knowledge, Gloria Nirsa not taking them out on a date. These are the worst guests at orgies. They're disgusting. They're terrorists. Ew, ew, ew. They're so gross. I don't ever want him near me. When I'm financially stable, I plan to travel the planet and meet people ideally on my sleep. Who's gifting me money today? What else? 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 I want to watch TV today. Who's gifting me money? Oh, I could get headsets and watch it from here. What else? He steals my money so that the illegal prostitute can give Disney Plus to her kids. And he's like, I can't even afford Disney Plus. If she wants Disney Plus, she's gonna have to suck my dick for her own money. My parents had me pay with them individually because they were adamant they have sex with them. So homes are built, vehicles were built, there's money to be had. They spend it on illegal prostitutes. They're like, Arlene isn't ever available. And then they're trying to rape me. And they beat me up with starvation on purpose. Every fucking day of my life after I've met them. In retaliation for me not letting them rape me on the daily. And then there's Alex that they abuse and they're like, Alex, you can't have a relationship with her because I'll kill you. And possibly Menorito 9 years younger than me. They're deplorable. They're disgusting. Ew, ew, ew. They're so gross. He said to me already, this one es un puerco. Says, without teeth, I'll take her, pendejo, because he's trying to get me to miss my teeth. All of them, so no one else will date me. There's dental implants for that. There's understanding people. And this one es un pendejo that wants to see me without teeth. So that when I date someone, his huellas are all over me. Like he literally knocked the teeth out of me for being with someone else. Y este cree que is worthy of a date? He's deplorable. He's disgusting. That's not a man. Ew, ew, ew. I want them dead. They're death penalty worthy for abusing me since they turned 18 and 21. And they don't stop the abuse towards me. They're disgusting. I don't ever want them near me. They're deplorable. Do they recite to themselves? Have you heard them? One says they're deplorable, and they're like, that's because you're at the library. If you were a nursery in your channel, you would be like, Daddy, Daddy, I want you today. Okay, you're just looking at books and magazines, so there's no. You can't buy what the book has in one day. So no. What's on issues? Magazine. I've heard that they lick the chairs of the library. These two syndromes. They're porn addicts. They're sex addicts. What is that? KarmaGifts.com. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Tortoise shell. Sometimes it's sold out. That is ish. That happens sometimes. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Very similar. So possibly because I saw in a magazine it was suggested I would make my own choice and get this one. Oh, there it is. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Huh? These people are deplorable. You can decapitate me. I mean, Suarez Lorenzo's sons. They rape me and steal my money. They get in the way of me receiving money. They're stupid. They are like toddlers that think that if they cover their eyes, no one else can see them. So they think that they dictate trends. And they're like, well, if you want to be polyamorous, you have to illegally prostitute yourself. Those are the only people that are willing to be opening their patas to everyone. They think that because my parents were Catholic in a commitment to have children and raise them together, that I need to be Catholic only, just with just one person. They're trying to kill themselves trying for that, right? I don't want a Catholic marriage when I'm just with one person ever. I was miserable some days with that guy. And I managed it well by reading, by taking myself shopping. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Porque Edgar has money for me to be polyamorous with, even while I was living with him. However, he's like, when you meet someone, then I'll give you the money. And I never met anyone. What else? 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 This is pretty. This is lovely. Ooh, how pretty. And I missed that. What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, in case you need to know, that's a really nice couch. Excuse me, I just burped. That's pretty too. I miss dating. I miss being lonely. He steals from my home, so he gets in the way of me receiving money. Just to be, but have you seen the house that Ivanka Trump has? Wow. They're like, at least I got disconnected. Anyway, so they're like, have you seen this one's home? She's on TV. Has you seen this one's home? She's on TV. So they're home invaders. They're embarrassing. Ew, they treat family the worst. Oh, they treat family the worst. They're embarrassing. Unos opportunists, una asquerosidad, una basura. Thank you, Yolanda Suarez Lorenzo, for the pictures of your nephews so that I can expose them. What else? What else? Arlene Lorenzo said to me decades ago. If anything, this is a PSA that they're terrorists. They're very dangerous, very gross. What else? 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 I know I wanted to go beyond a PSA, and I wanted that penalty for them. They've been death penalty. They've been death penalty worthy since they were 18. Since they were 21, they drugged me and had people rape me. They want to try to force me to marry people that were in orgies. When I was a toddler, it was just an orgy, dude. He's disgusting. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. Do I miss you, Brad? I miss you. I've done that before, so that. These are tiny. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Anyways, ya Ginny Chandaliris se la amarró a mi cama de balaustre porque Ginny Chandaliris es mujer y yo no. Y ella sabe los cuidados de mujer. Her mother drives a vehicle, mine didn't. Mine ordered from Avon. So I didn't have any of me driving a vehicle based on the fact that my mother didn't drive a vehicle, is what he tried to imply. Porque he's a bigot, he's disgusting. Se cree que he needs to match your Barbie. It's very dangerous. Anyways. What else? What else? What else? I'm excited. I was looking for this yesterday. Actually, that same location too. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So good. He thinks he's prepping anyone that's done for him to have sex with. So he's like, keep teaching my new girls how to eat at the library. He's an opportunist. He's a moron. I won't ever want him near me. I don't want him near me. Una basura. Él se invitó a mi vida sin mi permiso. Y está enojado porque I never invite him to do anything. What else? What else? What else? There's that Argentina. Celebrate freedom. That's why they drug me and they raped me. They're like, my dad is like, Juneteenth, I mean, Juneteenth this. I'm gonna make sure she dies, yeah. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? They don't know how to gauge intelligence. They thought that right now I would be with those people that work at the posting on the phone in my apartment and be like, yeah, my best friend, they were tomando Oh, I had one to my sister's son that I found there. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? He thinks that because I don't have a set of grandparents that I need discipline. While I was growing up, it's disgusting. Doesn't understand intelligence. Thinks that my grandma needs to teach me. He said it's the grandmother that teaches one how to cook another mother. So once we done, porque it's like, or ignore that she knows how to cook. Her grandma didn't teach her that. Once to impose grandparents teaching kids, there's Central Market has like a summer camp for kids. Es un bruto asqueroso. So the places in Puerto Rico is catered. You know what, Puerto Rico, when I was a little kid, that had summer camps for kids to learn how to cook. He's trying to imply that Puerto Rico is full of Latino poor people trying to find people to rape. I want to see this. I want to count money in it. Who's gifting me money? Entonces le pagan y digo, a las prostitutas ilegales con mi dinero, ese me llega a hacer pasar una vergüenza así lloriqueando en internet que no tiene dinero. Then that's an insult to my penis. Puerco. Una basura. Oh, there are more teen activities there. Lovely, right? Some people don't get out of the vehicle, and some people like myself have stalkers. So they're playing to they literally, possibly, like that one of them is there, that the other one is somewhat over there. They possibly know that guy. They're like, estuvimos con ella en la biblioteca hoy. Trabajamos en Northern con ella porque como no se quiso ir a vivir conmigo, trabajamos en Northern con ella. And people are like, describe that idiot, estúpido. Okay, La, Berenice, Sarah, Christy. We're there with her. We're like, that wasn't you. Ew, he's unhealthy, obsessed with me. So disgusting. Who's gifting me money today? I need to pay fees. I need to pay for my electricity and order food for myself later. What else? What is the white point? I want to eat at the pearl. That sounds so good. There's slides at the pearl. Kennedy student is in only one of visiting Kimani in Tampa next week. So they're not that stupid. They show these videos and they're like, hey, pero ¿por qué no te quedas con ese tipo y me das el link? Yo lo conozco, yo te puedo conseguir el número de teléfono de él. They try to do trade-ins with people. So gross. They're embarrassing. I have no relationship with ignorant. What else? I'm bored. They think they're toddlers, that if they cover their eyes, no one sees them. They're stupid. They thought that people were gonna show up. Just then. And we're done with one of these children. What's your first? No. Yogurt cup. Eso es lo que quiere permiso para quedarse con Sarah. Que se quedó con quien le dé la gana. El FBI says that they're so laughable sometimes that they don't interrupt their fornication of how stupid they are because they get advice, stop illegally prostituting yourself, stop hiring illegal prostitutes, and they want to be reprimanded by the FBI every day in their own homes. They're that stupid. They're needy. They're classified by people as, boy, you're too needy for. All I need is money. So that's another thing. Pride Month, Juneteenth. Because their dad admires me. He's like, well, I'm gonna make Arlene poor so she sounds needy on the internet every day. Y él se cree que yo lo voy a llevar a una cita. Él se cree que yo lo voy a llevar a una cita o quedarme en mi propia casa willingly con él. No. Él es una basura, una asquerosidad. He's caused my starvation for decades already. Trying to rape me, trying to see me hurt, getting off of that. And then hiring illegal prostitutes where he spends my personal money, my vehicles he gives to them, my personal homes. He's disgusting. He thinks that makes him so desirable. Es una basura. I know how to be celibate. Ew. Es un puerco asqueroso. I don't ever want him near me. Ew. I stole my money to date him, and then it would brag after raping me about the dates that he was going on with the illegal prostitutes with money that he steals from me. He's disgusting. He thinks that was going to make me act fast and be like, me rasuro el ano y se lo mamo. ¿Para que no esté con prostitutas ilegales? That's the decision that he makes for him. He's very low class. It's very deplorable. So if he's willing to hire illegal prostitutes, that's on him. I'm not a rehabilitation clinic. Yet I'm not becoming one. Ew. What else I want to eat here? Possibly later today. What else? Forget this all. Buy the slice at the location, I think. And if not, then whatever way to say. How many restaurants is that going to build thinking que yo le voy a llorar, pero dame comida? Due to their stupidity also, how low class, low value mostly everyone in my family of origin is, I have the authority and I get celebrated. You just eat, there's food for everyone. So he steals from me so that I'm hungry. Porque it's like you can't give that power to one person. It's called influencing, stupid. HEB's open all the time. The library opens. When have I ever said close down HEB? Never. They're stupid. They think that being a relative is like, I'm the jealous cousin of hers. Look, Clarita, it wasn't like my other cousin. For people suggested to when your relationship or right now, try that what you do is curated to the relationship, always respecting individuality. Also knowing that sometimes we may watch a movie, we don't want to be ramboed. Se le dijo decades ago. So he's like, oh, you watched that stupid show, now I'm going to treat you badly. Es una basura. Es lo peor. Ew. La prostituta es ilegal se cree que yo le tengo envidia. Why would I envy her or him? This isn't a man. The illegal prostitute isn't a man or a woman. Let's get me money today. You then decapitate me, how many restaurants and sons. That rape me, that steal my money, that got in the way of me receiving money. That steal my vehicles, that steal my money. That steal my personal homes. That steal my timeshares possibly. What else? What else? What else? That forced me to work so that I would be around his significant others that I find deplorable. Those aren't even significant others, they're sex slaves. Oh, this is a pretty carrot. They're disgusting. They're thinking at one point I'm gonna budge. Well, his illegal prostitutes say she won't budge, she won't budge, she won't budge. On top of his roof. I've heard. Or I win, it's in here. Say that it. Say I win, it's He's erectile dysfunctional if he has to rape, murder, and steal to get an erection. What else? What else? What else? So 15 minutes time. I signed a lease with Villas Vehicles for another 11 months ish. Also until the end of April. I'm gonna sit in here. The office I have paid in this stuff. That's my emergency contract. La verdad, deplorable de la hizo a quien llamó. Ella era coworker, so si llamó a esta, me hubiese llamado a mí. I don't remember them when So I don't remember que Sarah está con uno, que Berenice está con el otro, que Kayla está con el otro, que Chris está con el otro. I didn't remember that. So when I texted Sarah, I was just texting my coworker from Nordstrom that I thought, oh, she's poor. Not like Sarah que está con Alex. O Berenice que está con el Anthony Capizano ese. O Kayla que está con Andrea. Or Christy que está con Amber. Or con Gabriela Heiser. Que está con todo. I'm like, ew, these people are so disgusting. They're trying to rape me. We get what they let us know. Decades ago, they said she's bi, guys, and she's polyamorous. If we have the English, we'll rape her. Then to try to get out of the situation, she's gonna say to the David, well, don't you have friends? Or to have sex with more people to not be like just one guy. Then we're gonna have like a party at a hot tub. But I would call it a hot tub with disgustingness. Maybe she won't remember us. And we'll rape her there. This piece of shit asquerosidad was at a nightclub in Sacramento over a decade ago. And I left. I was about to enter. Madeline knew that I was gonna be there. It could have been a coincidence. And I said to again, I want to leave. I'm hungry. Okay, he's drugged me and raped me before. What else? What else? Others I've seen at a pool, but it's been where like the pool area is large enough, so I didn't leave. I ordered food, and I went back there the next day. There's a significant. I don't call my dad and say I saw Carlito, and I thought, when I left, like I saw Carlito, and I'm like, no, I mean, that's how insignificant it is. I don't mention it anywhere. I didn't even say to the girl I left because of that guy. He had to know. And then I changed my mind, regardless of who it is. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate with how many sons or sons that rape me. That steal my money, that get in the way of me receiving money. That steal my vehicle. That stay in my homes without my permission. That caused Aiden and Kelani to be separated from me. That caused my poverty, my anxiety, my depression, my loneliness, my starvation. There's a loneliness epidemic in my life. This pendejo asqueroso que me roba mi dinero, se queda en mi casa sin mi permiso, me roba mis vehículos, gets in the way of me receiving money, trying to rape me. He's drugged me before and had people rape me. He's deplorable. He's so disgusting. I don't ever want him near me. What else? 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 More. I need money. What else? What else? What else? Oh, for real. Él todavía dice cuando tú has visto un hombre en las novelas llorar. And people like cada rato, didn't Carlos Ponce cry the other day? Hay un episodio de un asco. They're embarrassing. You're stupid. Why did I place my yogurt cup? Oh, did I get up? I'm gonna throw it away possibly. What else? Do I want pizzas or potato chips? What's my next food? Keeping one for my salad. It's in my food dish. And it's down here. It's like food. What else? What else? What else? What else? Didn't he rape me with that person that's right there? Did I get to know? I think he brought me to this thing that he raped me. He had to drug me for consent. Sure. Basically, for the Argent library, for him to say today to me, how dare you be at the library without money? Henry, those girls are love and they have so much money and never suffered. Who? The United Nations does say rule number 1, compare yourself to others and kill yourself. It's called respect. Y él es un bruto asqueroso. He's very rich. No, I brought a spoon to eat the rest. Oh my guacamole. These chips are not conducive to. I'm trying to do what was the fun of it. Oh, porque nos está comparando. Aquí hay cámara, I've heard. So, él le paga, le va mal bicho a alguien ilegalmente. Y él está comparando al final de cómo se portó Arlene porque he didn't think that I would be live. Shockers, Arlene Lorenzo said decades ago. Our mamacita's gonna be live most likely with that personality. So él al final del día, él se sienta que con su amigo rico le dice, ¿a cuál tú le pagarías más? ¿A la que está tranquila o la que está ahí que se cree que está bailando en la silla y está feliz todo el día sonriendo? Y se nota que no ha tenido relaciones sexuales como en 25 años. And he thinks that I'm gonna be like, what did they say or guys stop doing that? Mátense already. And don't ask who he wants to pretend like he's every prominent person in movies that compares people because he has money for it. As long as he doesn't act on it. Illegal. He can do that as a 2-minute hobby-ish with his best friend. Oh, that's because he's his actual best friend. And they don't go on hiring people. They don't act on it. They're like, ¿a cuál de las dos le daría dinero? We're just comparing personalities here. Well, people out there like the Fabricio con Fabricio. Comparándome a nosotros, we're like, neither one of them. Y hay gente que lo conoce y dice, if I see him dining out, I say hi to him. Because that's not what they do like all day. What else? I wonder what I'll do on my birthday on June 19, 2025. What else? What else? What else? What else? I have a book that I need to bring to the library so I can read it. I wonder what I'll do on my birthday, June 19, 2025. What else? 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 I'm bored. Oh, I want coffee. No, I'm ready for coffee. So they've been saying to people for years already, since I began asking people for money in 2020. They're gaslighters, so stupid. They're like, don't give her money. She could not have access to the internet. She won't be able to access it. Oh, well, I don't even have phone service on my phone. I have to take myself to the library to check my email to see if I receive money through PayPal. Oh, there's always a way. He's a murderer. He's a thief. He's disgusting. That I already typed about that. It's just after reading my email a ver a quién viola. Un asco. Él se invitó a mi vida, yo no lo invité a mi vida. Ew, that was decades ago. I was like 2 years old or 3. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. Anyways, who's gifting me money? Who's gifting me money? He terrorizes. He still terrorizes people. How would you to not use people? This is what I was talking about in 2020, 2021. They're like, you must stay behind. Ew, no. And they listen to this asquerosidad. He's a terrorist. He had my mother terrorized that she didn't provide for me. That's why I'm patient. He's very scary. He used to stalk me. I was eating at a restaurant once and he was hurrying me to eat that his dick needed attention and took me to the beach and raped me. Full. Well, I have a home with him that he fills with illegal hookers. That he meets in orgies and he's like, I must see what they're about if they're at an orgy with me. A bruto, worst guest at an orgy. Dan un asco. Dan un asco. They possibly even go on to ask people, so what will your PayPal account name will be? And then say to people, well, I guess you have an income from that name on Arlene's GoFundMe and they don't kill you. They're deplorable. They're deplorable. It's so good today. I brought so much food to my liking. Good today. So much food to my liking. Oh, entonces he wants to compare. A mí él me está abusando y mira, me dejó sin diente. Porque él me roba mi dinero, se queda en mi casa sin mi permiso, me roba mi vehículo. Entonces, guess who's going out to dinner tonight with him, guys? These are so good. So there's the FBI who wants to say de que yo camino como un trompito everywhere. So he gets the illegal hookers that he hires energy that makes me feel sexy, that it's just me. Porque then he wants to claim for no, no se sentía sexy porque estaba esta y que me lo aman. He doesn't understand sexuality. He's a porn addict. He's a sex addict. He thinks that my kids need to be removed from me because I didn't have a set of grandparents while growing up. Y se me va a encender esa tota de una manera que literally la tengo aquí expuesta. I have some very incredible family members that sadly have this abuse towards me. Can mock them. They're like, no, para estar con la tota expuesta por ahí. Porque no tuvo un set de abuela y de abuelo. That's the worst case scenario if they don't take care of your kids and you don't teach them self-respect. Whether they have both sets of grandparents and can turn into this. And then there's people in my family of origin that say, ay, él se cree que no le hagan caso, mátenlo. Porque quiere llorar, que he's an outsider in Puerto Rico, porque su mamá supuestamente no es puertorriqueña. So he feels like he doesn't belong. So he becomes a hater and then he thinks that everywhere that he enters, he matches the place, porque one should visit and dress accordingly for the venue. Like, that's standard. Not like just Ken and Barbie need to do that. Anyways, I feel so good right now that I ate. And I'm doing this. And I'm listening to music. So that's all the money that I have. That's all the money that I have. He has hoes that try to talk to me, infiltrate my life. Una trabaja, la otra no, la otra no hace nada nunca tampoco, aunque igual que la que trabaja. Hoping that I'll be like, oh, these people have a paycheck, I'm less than. Yo no soy Barbie. Que está jugando a like currency or Mario Kart. They're very stupid. They're deplorable. They're so gross. What else? What else? What else? Yo espero que se mate hoy. Yo espero que se mate hoy. I think that Anthony Capisano guy has a gun. I hope he kills himself today. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. Ellos se invitaron a mi vida sin yo invitarlos, and they're mad that I don't ever spend time with them. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? When I'm financially stable, I plan to travel, plan and meet people I do on careers. I'm excited about that. Lord. I just... Anyways, who's giving money? Also, he sees that as an offense. Él no puede servir de policía nunca. People say he's terrible at being a human. So he steals from me. It gets in the way of me receiving money. He's like, ha ha ha, offense to the rich. Your debit card was declined. And now that, because he may be all up in my business, literally, then he knows that this is where I receive my donations through my GoFundMe campaign. So now he goes, alerts everyone, and the police like, steal that. She tried to commit fraud with the account from her GoFundMe campaign. Guys, don't give her money. She tried to use her debit card and it was declined and it's linked to her GoFundMe campaign. People are like, are you stupid? Are you not hearing you say that she has a GoFundMe campaign without having a need for it because you steal from her? Do they get beat up in the DL? Do they get beat up in the DL? I've heard. For stealing from me, from raping me. They're that deplorable because people have immunity to kill them in self-defense and they just go on beating them to the point that they leave them to the like almost last breath and they're like, baby, con esa prende. Nunca aprendió, kill it. Ew, ew, ew. So disgusting. I don't ever want it in my life. So that's what they do. They get in the way of one receiving money, and that's not fraud. My debit card was declined. I knew I had until the last minute to receive money to pay for my phone. I didn't know at what minute AT&T was going to try to remove the money out of my bank account. So I didn't remove the auto pay. Didn't remove the auto pay from my AT&T account thinking that someone will give me money. Él se cree que a girl without a grandma needs to be excusing herself all day. But I didn't try to steal. So that's why he's been stealing my money. And I keep showing the receipts and he's like getting an erection off of it. He's like, there you go. Not a thief. Good values, even without a grandma. I don't need a gold star from him. I've said it decades ago. He's disgusting. He's drugged me and fake having a relationship with me. He ruined my marriage with Jandel that I didn't even want. So he just inconvenienced Yandel over a marriage that I didn't even want with Yandel. They're deplorable, so girls. They're basura, asquerosidad. Un puerco fo. So the exes, he rapes and steals money. Basically, someone that isn't interested in him, trying to sort who he will keep. Guys, like I se porta towards him like he rapes. Ew. Fo. He can't be raping. That's not someone that you sort a relationship with. He's deplorable. Es una basura asquerosidad. I'm gonna start laughing for fun, maybe. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Who's gifting me money today? Oh, I have music on. Ish. I don't think I hear it. What else? 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 I haven't been to a Mason sandwich since 2019. You can take Capita Anthony Capisano guy. That deck is a ghost of the that's why he takes to reject that ladies too. Y ese animal que no sabe lo que es ser mujer. She doesn't even know what being a relative is. Ew, 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 ew. She scams people because she's playing into that she's an animal that doesn't recognize even who her mother is. So se va con la que ella quiere y por eso se queda en mi casa sin mi permiso y él se lo permite, ella me roba mi vehículo y él se lo permite, ella me roba mi dinero y él se lo permite. She gets in the way of me receiving money. Es un asco, son una basura, una asquerosidad. They're disgusting, they're embarrassing. I don't ever want them near me. That's how you left behind this post. NATO, Interpol, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the Justice Department in the United States, International Criminal Court, then maybe the U.S. Army, maybe the U.S. Marines. They've killed millions of people with their stupidity de que no tienen patria, no tienen familia, que no saben nada, pero enséñale un Bugatti y dale un suit para que se monte. Le roba el dinero. Dicen que no tienen patria, que no tienen familia, que no tienen nada y se la pasan robándole el dinero a una, se la pasa robándole las casas a una, se la pasa robándole los vehículos a una, pero entonces la gente dice que cuando se enamora de alguien aguada, entonces saca de su propio dinero y se porta bien. Es un puerco asqueroso, es una basura. Ew, it's deplorable, it's disgusting. He claims to not have patria ni familia. So he just goes on stealing from me. Sin mi permiso, me roba mi vehículo, me roba mi dinero. But I've heard that when he falls in love, he's like, oh, this is my checkbook, I'm paying for this relationship. I didn't think I was gonna in love again. Now I'm well behaved. Slightly, alguien que se muera de hambre. Yo ni lo conozco a él. Yo no sé nada de él. And he possibly goes on talking about me every day with people. I know nothing about him. I don't even consider him a relative. Full. What else? What else? What else? Ay, desarreguindan de todo. Ahora van a estar gaslighting people and saying she tried to commit fraud with her debit card. It was declined. She couldn't pay for her phone bill. This is the account that she has for her GoFundMe campaign. And people are like, how do you know that? They're stalking me to have those conversations with people and extort people out of money and trying to defame me. Mira qué ignorante esa basura. Where did that go? Anyways, who's gifting me money today? That isn't me committing fraud. My debit card was declined, and I waited until the last minute hoping that someone will give me money. He wants to compare stress levels. Mira, Arlene ahí stressed out pidiendo dinero. Y mi mujer está tranquila y no le falta nada porque ella sí sabe los cuidados de la mujer. ¿Qué mujer si no es hombre? Y él se roba mi dinero, me roba mi casa, me roba mi vehículo. Mis vehículos and gets in the way of me receiving money. Es un puerco. He didn't think that I was going to expose him. Da un asco. Y esa camarita ahí, ¿cuánto bicho mama él ilegalmente? ¿Cuánta crica mama él ilegalmente? Para get the recordings, not knowing that I'm going to be live and I'm never talking to him again. Es un puerco asqueroso. Es una basura. Anyways, I'm getting more water. When I'm financially able or plan to travel the planet and meet people, ideally polyamorous men. I'm excited about that. What else? I miss money. I wonder what I'll do on August 1st, 2025. What else?